welcome to Jamaican Flavors again. Once more, we're in the kitchen again, and today we're gonna be cooking curry chicken and rice. Isn't it? Jamaican people, you know, love curry chicken and rice. Alright, so as you can see, I have my sweet pepper, I have some carrot. I personally like carrot in my curry chicken. Not many people like carrot in the curry chicken, but this is just a personal preference. I have my Walker's Island jerk seasoning because I just like to use that. It gives it nice flavor. I got some like all-purpose seasoning. Of course, you got the Blue Mountain curry, Jamaican curry powder. You know, just gonna use a little bit of garlic, some allspice pimento season, and of course you already know we washed the chicken very good with the white vinegar, and I also use lime, and of course I have my onion and I have my thyme leaf. All right, guys, so join me in the kitchen right now, and I'm gonna show you how to make curry chicken and white rice. Vegetable cut up, I'm gonna add my curry powder. So I'm gonna add my curry powder. As you can see, I know I'm gonna use it actually. So let's open it right now real quick and fast. Remember guys, if you do like this video, please remember to subscribe, like and share. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna add some curry on my curry chicken, or on my chicken pieces. You know, add some curry. And you want to add just enough. You don't want to add too much because it might be bitter, too bitter if you add too much curry, and you know you don't want to do that. But you want to add just enough. All right, that looks very good. Then I'm gonna add some black pepper. Some people, when they cook, them just add black pepper and curry powder, and that's really it. I like to add some more. Then I'm gonna add my salt, and after the salt, you know, I'm gonna add just a little bit of garlic. Just a little bit. I like to put garlic in everything because garlic is also good. You understand? So just put some garlic in there, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of all-purpose seasoning as well. Not a lot. That's good. And then I'm gonna use some of my little jerk seasoning, you know what I mean, into that too, just for it to have some, you know, just a little spice. So I'm gonna put that in there, maybe a little bit more jerk seasoning in there. All right guys, and then lastly what I'm gonna add now guys is my thyme leaf. Normally I have my thyme, but I don't like the thyme with the little sticks them in it. You know, it's kind of annoying when you're eating and all the sticks them joking you up and all them things there. So you understand where I come from guys? So once I have all my seasoning added, now guys, I can tell you this smells so good. It smells also spicy. I don't need any scotch bonnet pepper, even though a lot of people them love scotch bonnet pepper. Right now I'm not going to use any scotch bonnet pepper, or maybe later I might decide to just chop up some in here. So now I'm going to add the pimento that I crush up right here. I'm going to add in that, but first let me just go ahead with all of the other seasoning. You know, I'm going to just grab them and just put on it carrots, sweet pepper, green pepper, and everything on this board right now is going into my curry seasoning. My allspice is all crushed up. Scrape off everything, put it in here. Guys, look at that. You see that? That look good. So now what we're gonna do is make sure that we get inside of it and just season everything. See, season everything. Season everything. Also guys, to be honest with you, you can add a little bit of browning if you want the chicken to be a little bit dark. You know, you don't have to add a lot. Some people cook with it in the curry, some people don't. It's just, again, it's a personal preference of whatever you like. You understand? So it's very good. You just make sure you get in there, you dig in, you mix up all of the seasoning together. You well season it. You understand? Guys, this smells delicious, trust me. Full of flavor right now. As you can see, it looks very, very good. You know, and once I season it now, I'm just gonna go up on the stove and I'm gonna cook it. But before I do that, guys, I'm gonna make this marinade for about 10 to 15 minutes. Again, guys, if you have time, you can make this marinade for like even 30 minutes so that the seasoning will soak into it and it's just full of flavor when you're ready to make it. All right, guys, so join me on the stove. So here we are gonna start washing the rice. As you can see, I have 2 cups of rice and I'm gonna cook that with 2 cups of water. So I'm thoroughly washing the rice, ensuring that everything is clean, and as you can see, it's nice and clean. At that moment, I add the 1 tablespoon of butter and just a teaspoon of salt. Alright guys, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just taking off all the vegetables, all the seasoning, like the pepper, the pimento, the onion, off of the chicken, because I'm gonna add that last to the curry. So basically I'm just taking off everything, separating it from the chicken, and I'm gonna add all of the chicken to the pot, frying hot pot at once. Cover it and then steam it down, cook it down. You understand? And I'm gonna use these vegetables, these carrots, onion, pepper. I'm gonna put this in the pot when the curry is almost finished. Then I add everything back to the pot, all the seasoning and stuff, because you all know carrots and them things is easy to cook. Also guys, I know I didn't show you that I'm gonna put potatoes, but I'm gonna add like a 2 potato to it, because I kind of love my potato in my curry chicken. So I'm gonna cut up some potato and add it to it as well. All right guys, so yeah, this smells so good guys, trust me, this smells so good. It smells very delicious. All right guys, so what I'm doing right here now is adding one by one the pieces of chicken to the hot oil. I'm not just gonna throw everything into this oil because I don't want the oil to splash up on me. So I'm gonna place the chicken inside of the oil and allow that to brown on that side for about, I want to say 2 to 3 minutes, depending on how high you have your stove. But at this point I have the stove pretty high because I'm just trying to fry it or try to brown it on that side. So that's all you're seeing me doing right here. Once this is done, you're gonna see as I'm moving it around, I'm making sure everything is all flat into the pot. And what I'm gonna do is just cover this and let it cook, as I said, or fry for another 2 to 3 minutes. It smells good, looks delicious, as you can see. So now you can see that we have our rice all simmered down. It's steaming on very low heat. So I'm basically checking up on this rice right now. I'm seeing that it's almost finished. So it's on low heat, guys. So it's still steaming, and that's perfect. Just make sure the stove is low for this. All right, guys. And over here is where we have our vegetable dish. Actually, I went ahead and add potatoes to my sauce. I didn't have that before in the previous video, but now I add potatoes, and all these ingredients in this dish is going to be added to when the chicken is almost finished. All right, guys, so what I'm doing right now, as you can see, I am just basically turning the meat. I'm making sure that it's brown on both parts. So you know, I'm making sure I just have a darker color on both of the sides. So that's all I'm doing right here. After that, I'm gonna cover the pot and I'm just gonna allow this to simmer or cook for another 1 to 2 minutes, and then I start adding my water. Alright guys, so now that we have the chicken all brown, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding the water to the chicken. So guys, this is very important. As you can see, I'm barely adding water to my chicken. A lot of people just like to just dump all the water in the pot and just, you know, cook it like that. I don't like to do that. I like to take my time, add water as I go, and just take my time, build up until I have enough water into the pot. I ensure that I do this just because I don't want my curry chicken to be gravy to be very thin. I want it to be thick. So I'm gonna cover this again and allow it to simmer. As you can see, all this is gonna be added at the end or when the chicken is almost finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover the pot. Alright guys, so as you can see, my gravy is a lot thicker now, you know, from the previous one that I showed you. So basically I'm just gonna start adding a little bit of water still as I go, still not throwing too much water into my pot. So I am just gonna still try to take my time and cook the curry chicken. Then I'm gonna start adding my vegetables to the pot because as I can see, my chicken was almost ready, so I can go ahead and start adding all my vegetable to this delicious curry chicken that we're making. Once we've done all of that, guys, we're just gonna allow this to simmer for another 15 to 20 minutes based on the tenderness of your chicken. In my case, my chicken is about to be finished, so I give it another 15 or 20 minutes to cook with all the vegetables. It looks very good, guys. Smells very delicious. And as you can see, my gravy is nice and thick. It's not watery. And you just keep stirring that. You make sure everything is nicely and stirred into the pot. If you feel like your curry chicken need more water, you can always go ahead and add more water. But mine looks good, so I'm not gonna be adding any more water for now. Just turn the stove down on about medium heat right here. That looks good, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover the pot, and I'm gonna go right ahead and start checking on my rice. Alright, so now that we have the rice in front of us, guys, so what I'm gonna do now is just check on the rice. But for anybody who is wondering why do I have a foil paper around the pot, it's just to prevent the water from going down into the rice to make it more watery. So I just put the foil paper there, no big deal. As you can see, the rice is almost finished steamed. Smells very good, and it looks like it's almost ready. I'll give it probably another 5 minutes. So here you have the curry chicken. It's all nice and tender. It's finished. Look at that gravy. Delicious, thick, nice gravy. As you can see, look at that. As you can see, the chicken is very well tender, guys. Another important thing is, if you notice my carrots and my potatoes, they're very much firm. They're not crushed out because they were not cooked, overly cooked, sorry. So it's nice and ready, and now we have our curry chicken all juicy, delicious, and ready to go. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for watching Jamaican Flavors, guys. If you like this video, please remember to give us a subscribe, like, and share, and tell me in the comment section, how do you cook your curry chicken?